Yeah, so some of the simple things you can do to prevent breakdowns would be, first of all,
Hey Gage, how you doing?
good, how are you?
Good. We've been learning a lot about furnaces, and today we're talking about maintenance. What are the common signs of furnace breakdowns you see with homeowners?
So some of the common signs we see with furnaces breaking down is, first of all, a dirty filter.
Guilty.
Right?
This is mine, so
Yeah,
guilty
yeah.
as charged.
So like you said, this is your responsibility in your home to change this filter. And it's crucial that these stay clean because really the air that moves through your furnace, it can be restricted by a dirty filter. So another common issue we see would be an igniter on the furnace going bad. Over time, as those get hot and then cool down and get hot and cool down, they are subject to failure. So if you look in and you have your furnace on heating and it's not igniting and it's not getting hot, that's an easy thing to spot, right? So, and then another thing I would say that's easy to spot is blower motor failure. The blower is what moves the air. That's what we hear. If you're up in your living room, you can hear that air moving. So if you're not hearing that air moving, or if it's making a racket, it's a good sign you should call somebody.
Some great things to look for when your furnace isn't providing you the heat that's needed.
Yep.
What are some of the simple things that homeowners can be doing on a regular basis to prevent those breakdowns?
Yeah. So some of the simple things you can do to prevent breakdowns would be, first of all, change your air filter. So the clean filter is essential. It's what really allows this system to breathe and move air properly. Another thing to consider is, are the vents open throughout the house? Because this system is moving air and drawing air back, which allows it to condition properly. So if that air is not able to move through the house, you're going to have issues.
Now, I've heard it is recommended to have annual furnace maintenance done.
Yeah.
What goes into that?
So I would say this is probably a better suited question for a service tech, the guys that do it every day. So why don't we go talk to them?
All right, let's go.
How's it going, sir?
Fantastic, sir.
All right, so we're here with Ben Reed. He is one of our senior service technicians. Ben, tell us a little bit about your experience in HVAC.
I've been doing HVAC for about 8 years now. Started straight out of high school and progressed to where I'm at today. So
Awesome. So Ben, what can customers expect from a tune-up on their furnace?
first things first, you always want to do a combustion test. Combustion test tells us that it's burning properly and it's running efficient. And then we'll clean all the flame sensors and burners, and we'll clean your condensate traps if it's a 96% furnace. And then we'll check all safety devices, make sure they're running good, furnace will be nice and safe, and make sure that it's going to stay reliable throughout the winter.
After the tune-up is over, what can a customer expect from you at the end of the tune-up?
We'll come to you during and after the tune-up with issues that we find, whether it's safety, comfort, or efficiency, and we'll give you options of whether you need to fix it one way or another. So
Awesome. And how often should a customer get a tune-up on their system?
they should get maintained at least twice a year, once in the spring for the AC and once in the fall for the furnace, just to make sure in the peak times that it's going to be reliable and running efficient, and you don't have to worry about it if you want to leave on vacation or something like that. So
Awesome. Thanks, Ben.
thank you.
There are a lot of moving components with the furnace, as we just saw, and a lot to be maintained. And I see why it's important to do that every year.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely important, right? It's almost like a car, right? You get a new car, it's required that you get that oil changed every year. It's the same idea, Really, a yearly maintenance on this system will help you avoid pitfalls of early failure, underperformance, stuff like that. So yeah, it's extremely important.
I encourage you as homeowners, change that filter and also schedule that annual maintenance. And if you're interested in learning more about furnaces, we have a furnace buying guide, and you learn more about our HVAC services right at justcall5star.com.